friends, Dr. Orr here. I wanted to give you a little update about what's going on and what I have coming out in the next little while when it comes to music. I'm recording this, it's September, end of September 2022, and we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary or birthday of Oh Man. And to celebrate that, I have an acoustic album that's coming out in just a couple of weeks in the middle of October, and that is all 10 songs from Oh Man, but just stripped back to the guitar, very minimal, very soft and chill, a little bit of piano, a little bit of violin here and there. I think you're really going to like it. You can hear some of the singles ahead of time, like I think Banners and Know You and Disappears coming out shortly, so you can hear those on Apple Music and on Spotify. You can get it on digital. It's probably digital only at this point, and it's on Bandcamp by going to othersongs.bandcamp.com. I've started working on a new record. I actually started recording it yesterday, and it's going pretty well. It's I wrote this past summer, and I'm fairly happy with the songs. There's no standout tracks yet, but I'm kind of taking a different approach. I'm going to try to sort of write and form the songs in the studio, where normally I try to bring them, arrange them, and complete them lyrically and everything just with the guitar during the writing phase. Then I bring them to the studio, and it's a much smoother and quicker process. But this time I'm trying to form them in the studio with the sounds and the creating a vibe in the studio as opposed to in the writing stage. So I have some kind of shells or some song ideas that I'm going to form in the studio. So that's what I'm excited to start. I just started yesterday, and I'll be working on over the next year. I already have a name for the album tentatively, but I won't tell you that for a year or two. I'm not sure if any of you have heard a project I did called Low Chord, which is a side project I did with a friend of mine, Gareth Inkster, where we combine experimental synthesizer sounds and noise sounds and different stuff like that with really gorgeous piano. Well, we've just finished another project that's coming out in January. It's another album from Low Chord, and I'm very excited about it. So if you follow me on Spotify, you should get notified about it. If not, you could follow Low Chord on Spotify. It's spelled L-O-W space Chord, C-H-O-R-D. And so this time we're combining some saxophone and violin and acoustic guitar with some cool sounds. So I think you'll like that. So that's where things are at. Acoustic album coming out in October, a new Low Chord album coming out in January, and then starting to work on a record for the next year. I'll be working in the studio and working with a lot more musicians than I've ever worked with before, and some new musicians I've never worked with before. So that's the plan. So make sure you subscribe and follow along on social media. There's lots to come.